I'm back. And you know, Chuckles, I might have this time. I might have faded off, maybe found another site to post my content. But then you just had to be a smartass about it, and I actually have to thank you, you cross-eyed bastard. I really do. You know why? Because you reminded me who the hell I am.
It's a Godwinson live news alert. What will we learn? Let's get drunk for...
Call came in, 911. I got here, there was smoke billowing out of the door. I tried to yell in to see if anybody was in there. Nobody answered me. I opened the screen door trying to see in there. You could only see a couple feet. I come back out. We got the fire department here as soon as possible, and they discovered 2 bodies.
...96 years, and ruled over a kingdom for 70 of those years. When she died, the people of her realm mourned, and they reflected. They contemplated the unthinkable, life ahead without the feature that had been constant not just in their lives, but in their parents' lives, their grandparents' lives. Long-lived though she may have been, the shock of her passing was felt by all.
Move! Move! What? Why don't you move? I've got you on fucking camera, you horrible cunt! Go on! I've got you on fucking camera! I have not tried to run you over! You stopped fucking hitting my car! Look what you fucking done! I'm calling the police on you, you horrible cunt! Go on!
I'll tell her how
For fucking what? You walk down here, I'm trying to get past, there's loads of space between there, you just fucking smacked my car!
I couldn't care fucking less!
You fucking bitch! Move out the fucking way! You just assaulted me, you cunt!
Bizarrely, everyone thought she was fucking immortal or something, but instead, the reality was that a very old lady who had been shuffling away from the Grim Reaper for decades had finally kicked the bucket. But also, the moment that last breath left her body, a king was born. A new age had been ushered in, the Elizabethan age had ceased to be, and the Carolean age had begun. This is Warcorp 666, and in keeping with this new age, he has effectively moved with the times.
Males can't have a damn thing, can they? So it seems that males can't have a damn thing, can they? From the cradle to the grave, bitchy leftists will make sure they have nothing their own. Any new male heroes? No. Name one. All of them are at least 10 to 15 years old. Most are considerably older.
Once high energy, booze and depression-filled smoking rants had become the province of the Patreon-commissioned content. For a nominal fee, Warcorps will dispassionately read aloud a scripted rant and fall even further into Satan's clutches. It's the Carolean age, and even Warcorps is sold out.
Get ready for the smiling face of some Down syndrome girl in lingerie. How in the hell am I supposed to jack off to that? Sports Illustrated has obese land whales between the covers instead of supermodels that I went to see naked.
Behaviour like this would have disgusted our forefathers. Helsing 920, God rest his soul, used to say that reading so blatantly from a script was tantamount to committing a war crime. He'd have also called it a shitload of fuck. And you know what? This antediluvian king, he was right. Hopefully him and the Queen hook up in heaven and he gets what he couldn't in this corporeal realm. A big sloppy blowy from Her Royal Highness. This is ridiculous. Because what we see with Warcorp 666 is the true line in the sand. The real game changer, the watershed moment where one way of being crossed into another. Gone are the days of passion, of shooting from the hip, of saying what you really think and what you really feel and not giving a rat's ass whether you like it or not. Childhood has ended. But even in New Ages, there are always anachronistic elements, old men attempting to preserve the traditions of the past. Even in this Carolean age where Warcorps reads from a script, you must have faith that there are still vanguards out there keeping the spirit of 2007 alive. Because the Queen is dead. Long live the King.
Hello YouTube, I was bored, so I was just gonna show you my parents' Chevy Venture, year 2000. This is the interior.
It's a foot-long sausage roll.
I really enjoy the smell of a human body, and I first realised this back in 2014 when I was having sex with my girlfriend, the Japanese girl that I nearly married, and I noticed that she had this really strong smell of ass, and I really liked it. I found it really enjoyable and arousing. It kind of smelled like this rich odour of body sweat combined with the smell of shit, basically.
Hey there everybody, I'm going to be responding to some shit from the cancerous tumor made sentient that is Dave Nordahl, also known as Warcorp 666, also known as Lord of Patriarchy, also known as one of the most miserable motherfuckers on this spinning blue orb.
The sun never sets on the Kino Dogme 2007.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the Gravy Nation, to episode 2 of the Monthly Chantal, the most popular Chantal show on YouTube.
Back in the day, there was a man who wasn't a man, but the lowest form of scum that had ever existed, or ever will exist. That man's name was Toad McKinley, and amongst his many crimes was milking this fat bird called Chantal for every possible nickel he could squeeze. She was big and mentally ill, and probably dead now. I don't care to find out because I never really cared to begin with. But what I did take exception to was Toad running a series called The Monthly Chantal, where he raked her over the coals for a tweet she'd made that month, for a cake she'd eaten that month, for a time she'd cried that month. It was desperate, bereft content that entertained the lowest common denominator in society. Toad McKinley's face. Look at how his smile is one of insincerity. A hollow, broken smile. Look at that. Look at Toad McKinley's face. This is the face of someone who's betrayed his friends for 26 pieces of silver. 26 pieces of silver. Toad McKinley. When I was in the Garden of Gethsemane, Toad turned his back on me. And I asked, "Why have you turned away, Toad?" And in his hands, his covetous little hands, he held 26 pieces of silver. This is the face of a fucking Judas! Judas! Mick Judas! Right here, ladies and gentlemen, let's just talk about the story of Toad. But don't just take my word for it, because I had my buddy right there alongside me. PPP saw the monthly Chantel as equally as desperately as I did.
The actions of Toad McJudas, for his 26 pieces of silver. For his 26 pieces of silver. Not even the full 30 pieces of Judas. He has betrayed his principles. He has betrayed his audience. He has betrayed his friend, Leo the Pirate Man. He has betrayed his friend, Godwinson. He has betrayed me. He has betrayed all of you. And in fact, by doing all of this betrayal, he has betrayed Jesus Christ.
We would both nod in agreement as we sipped our brandy, smoked cigars, and planned the next storylines. Can you believe that there was a time when PPP saw a monthly show covering the happenings of a lolcow as stretching things way too thin? I know. But that was then. That was when we were caught within the Elizabethan age, ladies and gentlemen. That sweet, sweet Elizabethan age, heady days.
She deletes every one of those posts as quickly as she rage types them and follows them up with a very sincere promise that she's done with the haters this time. She then decides to treat herself to another binge cruise to America for some McDonald's. A few hours later, she drops by Charlie's latest video about her and leaves a nice comment that Charlie pins. You seriously have the fucking nerve to call anyone a liar when you're the biggest liar and scammer? Weigh in. Stand up or shut up.
In the end, Toad McKinley fell foul of the new Project 2 scandal and gained the moniker of Toad McJudas because he sold his soul to Dick Masterson for 26 pieces of silver. Keep this in mind because it's important to the tapestry that's being woven here.
Moon Man for $20. Thank you so much. PPP, would you rather live in a country with black Christians or white pagans? Which is more important to you, race or religion?
I'm not answering that.
So when last we left the Kino casino, petrol had been poured all over it, and a match thrown in its general direction. I was confident that it was all over, and that confidence hasn't wavered. As the fire was burning, as the flames reached new heights, as Warski had a panic attack and sniffed another line from the family photos that adorn his parents' living room, as all this happened, the casino had a guardian angel waiting in the wings, ready to run into the blaze and wheel out PPP on a forklift. That fireman's name was Jim. Jim.
Again, I went through a lot in my personal life. I had a best friend of 4 years. You know, it didn't work out with him. He called the police on me. I was in a quasi-homeless state, living off COVID bucks. I didn't want to fucking take the vaccine. I couldn't find fucking work. I ended up, you know, like dead fucking broke in a cabin in the middle of the woods in winter, freezing. There was no insulation. I was fucking freezing, struggling. And it was in that cabin when you're that cold and you can't make it stop and you have that personal betrayal in your life and the guy is talking about your personal life and everything like that, I made a vow to myself I would never, ever let myself get to that position again. And, you know, one of the only opportunities available to me at that time, because I didn't want to take the vaccine and I couldn't get work from home, was to start grifting. And I knew Andy knew how to make money. And I called Andy up, and Andy helped me get started.
Jim's role in all this wasn't to gift them a redemption arc, it wasn't to damage control, it wasn't even to sweep it up. Because what Jim did was akin to giving a few breaths of CPR. Just enough oxygen so the dying men could limp on. But limp on to what? What were Jim's motives? What did Jim really want?
Wake up. Wake up. 9/11.
Well, prior to all of the Power Chat happenings, the Kino Casino had been shilling a fight, commissioned by Keemstar, happening in London, that would pitch the prize fighter of Andy Warski against this man, Salt Pappy. No, I'd never heard of him either, but I tell you what, I now consider him a member of my family, and I suggest you all consider him a member of yours as well. Because if by chance I ever meet Salt Pappy randomly in the street, I will pop open a bottle of champagne and take him to the finest whorehouse money can buy. So what we had was this fight lined up, Warski versus Salt Pappy, and this Keemstar event in London. I'll be honest, I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought it was a nonsense. And even when it did look like it was happening, I thought Warski would have been true to form and pussied out. It still shocks me that this didn't happen. This fight, by the way, was the key reason why Warski refused to prep the Kino Casino to contribute creatively to the show, and why it fell on PPP and the writers primarily to pull it all together every week. It was because Andy's too busy training. He's been in the gym 12 hours a day, going on Rocky montages. Warski's getting swole, guys. He's gonna kick that Salt Pappy's ass. Okay, we believe. We believe that's what Warski was doing. He certainly wasn't spending the money on $1,000 tracksuits and literal steroids. He certainly wasn't spending the money flying out to see a frigid catfish. And he certainly wasn't, definitely, absolutely wasn't, using the money to indulge his cocaine habit. No, sir. He was training. But if, like me and Hollywood God, you don't need to see shit to smell shit, then you'd know that Warski is, and always shall be, 4 things. And a man who has to carry to his early grave the shame that he ordered his pregnant girlfriend to abort his unborn son. Lil Andy didn't get a chance to pour gasoline on the casino's flames. So tonight, I think we should all do so in his memory.
Oh, I do not consent. I do not consent, Andy. Andy, I do not consent. Get away from me.
Let me suck those titties.
Andy, I do not consent.
I want to suck those titties.
I do not consent, Andy.
The big fight. That's what the casino was about. Warski becoming the next Mike Tyson. That's what the casino was about. It wasn't about the fans or the creativity, about the entertainment. No. The casino was about the fight, the Instagram, Warski's gains, and pivoting away from that seedy cesspit of Kiwi Farms posters who they'd pandered to from day one. What do you mean we're obsessed with Ethan Ralph and Nick Fuentes? Pff, we're not internet people, we're normies, bro. We're gonna be making hundreds of thousands of dollars when Andy Warski is the next featherweight champion of the world, oh yes.
Thompson's gonna die. He's gonna die, Sam. Love you, buddy. We need to rally around the casino to defend it tonight with your money.
Your money.
Only your money can continue the show existing. But you need to donate and make the haters upset there.
Oh.
Make America First upset there.
And the other haters too. But
All your info is going to Vladimir Putin and the oligarchs.
Helping the oligarchs.
So I'm sitting here, I'm pissing, shitting myself, fucking dying for your entertainment, folks.
That was what they were actually saying, as the scandal of them selling out their audience engulfed the casino. And, you know, I have to give credit where it's due. Jim came in and indulged them on their fantasy. He CPR'd just enough breaths into their charred lungs so they'd be confident enough to actually go through with it. Because everybody knew, everybody knew that Warski was gonna get felted by Salt Pappy. Everyone knew that Warski had no chance, no hope. We all could see the writing on the wall. And had it all have died back in July, then we wouldn't have been able to witness the spectacle that unfolded. I think we can thank Jim for this. Credit where it's due. Occasionally we have to tip the hat across enemy lines. My mind goes back to pig clips and the Christmas truce. If you recall, Warski lasted about 27 seconds, something like that, before being knocked out. 27 seconds. 27 seconds to sell your soul and become a dancing monkey for Keemstar. 27 seconds to tank your reputation and your legacy as one of the vanguards of the Kino Dogma 2007. 27 seconds. 27 seconds of silver, folks. 27 seconds of silver. McJudas, come back. All is forgiven. We'll even crown you as one of the antediluvian kings, because not even you would have stooped this low. And when we reflect, who would? Who would? Even Ralph said no. So immediately prior to this fight, PPP did a stream where he hyped up the odds of Andy winning so delusionally that many thought he'd surpassed levels of Todsky devotion not seen since the days of anal vape. The stream was a cherry on the sundae of poetic justice that was incoming. 27 seconds. Salt Puppy becoming an international treasure, a queen of hearts. Warski losing whatever crumbs of dignity he had left. But in the aftermath of the fight, a few strange things happened. But let's just recap everything that's gone prior. The casino probably docks their pay pigs to America first, because they use their donation system called Power Chat for better cuts of the money, which runs hypocritical to PPP's stance on New Project 2, where he caused a huge storm over something that probably wasn't true. Only to turn around and then do the same thing with Power Chat, but this time for real, because he got greedy. When their chat demanded answers, they banned their chat. And so the Kino Casino's chat began to pelt them with tomatoes. Since then, the Kino Casino have been hemorrhaging viewers, and they've been hemorrhaging subs as well. And they keep producing poor shows. Really crap shows.
My God.
All centered around Ethan, Ralph, and Nick Fuentes, because that's all they've got, seemingly.
Let's
It's
go.
gonna be good. Fucking hell, felt those bitches in DC. Let's go.
shit.
She's.
Let's go, champ.
She's almost at the level of the popular vote Trump got when he beat her. Let's go.
Let's
All
go,
right.
champ.
Let's go through.
Here we go, folks. Exposed. Let's go.
We need to find out.
The creative energy that once fueled PPP
Felted.
has completely dissipated.
Let's fucking go.
The casino is on fire.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hava, Nagila,
Let's
we
go.
love people.
Felted. Sorry,
Self-felting.
doesn't felter. He's getting felted.
Come in to felt him.
Sarter getting felted.
So when their fight happened and Warski lost big style, he was felted and it was a complete disaster. PPP removed all of his old videos from the Daka Daka channel, where the Kino Casino is hosted. All of the checkered streams are gone. But to try and claim a win from Warski's loss, they claimed that it was Groypers. Groypers reported all of these videos and took down all of this content. It wasn't PPP removing the videos, no. It was America First and the Groypers. This all coincided with Andy's loss, and let's say it for what it is. It's a cope. A massive cope. We're in Copesville, Tennessee, folks.
I think this is. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Even more of a feltoning, folks. Let's fucking do it.
All right, let's go. That's a felt thing.
Felted. What a self-felt.
But the self-tabling.
You think she's gonna felt him? No, he felt himself. So fucking classic.
Oars on fire, Ralph's desire to felt the fucking hose. Alpha male, let's go.
Now, there were probably ways that they could have taken Warski's loss in their stride. They could have gone back to the drawing board, really upped the levels of content, really, now that Warski wasn't in the gym, for 15 hours a day, they could probably sit down together and come up with some great content. No, sadly, they just entered this death spiral where they keep talking about Ralph and Fuentes and never seem to divulge any other interests on any other topic. We got this weird documentary. I don't know what you'd call it, really. But it was something creative. Of course, it was about Ethan Ralph, but it was something creative. It was where they went to some swampland in Canada and pretended it was Ralph's land. Yeah. But instead of producing these highly edited, amazing quality documentaries where they were going, I don't know, ghost hunting, they just went back to their old habits. Because I suppose when the money and the desire for it is so strong, you just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going and keep going.
Working, but you can't have it all in life, you know? Anyway, it's awesome everything worked out in the end, and life's never been better. How about you shut the fuck up, Abortska, before I whoop your fucking ass and shove this bottle right up it?
Guys,
Avoiding
we made a joke.
faith.
Felt
You can
it.
watch it. It is what it is.
Felt
They
it.
were felted.
What a feltoning. Let's fucking go. Let's do this.
Go, champ.
Felted, like literally. Let's fucking get it. Let's go. House winning tonight. Let's go, El Chapo.
Let's go, El Chapo. Let's go, El Chapo.
Let's go, El Chapo. That's pretty funny.
Go, El Chapo.
Felted. Honestly, being felted by Turkey Tom is way worse than Hunter Avalon. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Bring it home. Utterly felted.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Let's
Huge support. Let's fucking go, champ.
Let's go. Dude, no, seriously, man.
Let's fucking go.
That you fucking felt. That's like beyond a feltoning. Let's fucking go. I hope you two keep the feltoning going. All right, let's go.
Let's go,
So
champ.
much-
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Look at this, guys. Not 7 Pringles at once. Let's go.
Do it, and you just said that you are a determined machine. That's
this is a
self-contradictory.
Okay, this is a class. Andy, this is important. I'm not
called the
interested in
determined
low
knowledge.
IQ interventions. And this, so you shut the fuck up for 1 minute.
Okay, fine, fuck, man.
So
All right.
This is a classical argument of the form of Stefan Molyneux.
So there we have it, the final part of a trilogy of videos that have chronicled the death of the Kino casino, the rise, the fall, and the razing to the ground of it all. It's bittersweet. I've had to say goodbye to a friend. I've had to essentially not only plan the funeral, not only carry the coffin, but also shovel the dirt in myself, because seemingly no one's capable. No one's up to the job. It's a stone, a gravestone. I suppose that's what all this is. A monument for what was, a line in the sand, and a way forward in this Carolean age that we now find ourselves caught within. I suppose I'll be back for Warski's suicide, which I reckon is about end of the year? There's no way he's making it to 2023, is there? Is there? I mean, we all knew he was destined for an early death, and I think